For those who enjoy the unboxing videos, here's the back of the box. Here's the front of the box. Here's the box open. And it does come fully assembled. Nothing to put together. They couldn't have made this thing easier. I have here in front of me the AFUNTA Pro handheld video camera stabilizer. Perfect for GoPro, Canon, Nikon, or any DSLR camera up to 2.1 pounds. The price is $35.99, free shipping on Amazon. I got it within 2 to 3 days after I ordered it. It is sold by AFUNTA-Mall and fulfilled by Amazon. I do not have Amazon Prime, and I still got it shipped that quickly. Alright, little background on me. I'm definitely not a professional videographer or photographer. I just wanted to prove that, the videos I just do for fun here and there. I'm learning. This is my first video camera stabilizer. I just wanted to do a review because a lot of the reviews on Amazon here are way unfair and they are misinformative. I am very happy with this product, and for $36 you really cannot go wrong. I honestly am thinking that these people that gave it crappy reviews are comparing it to $120 to $400 camera stabilizers that are name brand, and they just don't realize this product is what it is. It's $36. You can't expect a whole lot out of it, but it does way more than what a $36 product should do. Alright, so let's get started on a review. This is very well built. I cannot believe how good this feels. Just everything about it is quality, especially for $36. The only pieces of plastic on here are the little screw handle, just a little handle on the screw that you turn the screw to tighten your camera on top. Inside here is the only pieces of plastic on this thing. The rest of this is solid metal. Good rubber grip, feels great in the hand, it fits. I have pretty big hands and this is very comfortable for me to hold. Alright, so let's get started on one of the things that a review said. They said that you cannot screw the ball joint in, it's not movable. That is not true. This handle here can be moved to different locations on the bottom here. This little metal set screw here, it just needs to be unscrewed with a flathead screwdriver. So you unscrew this and you can move it to the different holes, and then you can set this screw head in the different positions. There's five different positions that you can screw this into. One of the reviews also said that you need to oil the ball joint. Yeah, I would highly recommend that. It was a little bit stiff. I literally took the oil out of hair clippers, those metal hair buzzers. They come with oil normally. I just use a little bit of that oil, but I'm sure you could throw a little WD-40, just like a drop of it. Or some Teflon lubricant. Even, hey, just take some motor oil and put it on there. It definitely does improve the fluidity of the ball head. As far as adjusting it, quite simple. Yes, it's going to take some practice. See, that's the thing, is these people buy these things and they say, oh, it doesn't work, oh, it takes too long to adjust, blah, blah, blah. It's $36. They aren't going to add in all these little micro adjustments. No, it's going to take some time to adjust it. Don't get me wrong, it is going to take some time. Like I said, I've never used one of these before, and I maybe spent a half hour tinkering around with it, and I got it to look good. I think it's great, it balances well. I'm using a Nikon D5200 with a kit lens on it, the 18 to 55 millimeter. It balances the camera just fine. The only thing that I would highly recommend is if you have a tilty, flippy, swivelly screen on your DSLR camera, have it flipped out when you balance it, because I mean, honestly, when you're shooting video, it's probably going to be flipped out anyway. Alright, as far as adjusting it left and right, this up on top here is pretty much useless. Yeah, you can send it left to right, but it doesn't leave you with micro adjustments. When I'm setting my camera on here, I just adjust it for forward and back and get that balanced well. Here's why. on the weights here, when you're adjusting it up and down, you can adjust it left and right too. Now, the one thing that I will complain about this camera is they should have, or the stabilizer, is they should have put some type of rubber grommet in here or something to hold it. You can even just wrap some electrical tape around it or something just to hold it steadier. This thing here is really hard to grip with the hands. You can get it tight enough to work, don't get me wrong. You can make it work with exactly how this thing comes, but this is pretty hard to tighten. You can't get it as tight as you should be able to. Not a big deal, really not a big deal. As long as you're not dropping this thing and banging it around on trees and stuff, I mean, you're fine. It's not going to move on you. You can hand tighten it and it'll work. As far as the weights that come with it, it comes with 2 weights. Very simple. Just unscrew and you can put either 1 or 2 weights on it. I don't remember the weights, but it's in the description of the product. Anyway, if you wanted to add weight or change the weights or use less weight than even what comes on here, just go to Lowe's and buy some washers. They'll just fit right on this screw and you can tinker around with the weight and get it exactly how you want it. Not a big deal. This device says it carries up to 2.1 pounds. I have a feeling my D5200 with the kit lens on it is heavier than 2.1 pounds, and I get it to balance just fine. This is very adjustable. You can also adjust not only this with the slide up and down, left and right, but you can also take this screw out and you can even put it in a different hole. There's 4 different settings as far as the height. It comes on the second hole from the bottom, and you know what? That's fine with me. It works for my camera. Alright, so the next step would be for me to show you my camera on this device and get you some test shots. Okay, so I maybe just spent 5-10 minutes on balancing this thing. It's definitely not balanced as good as it could be or how I've had it before. So let's just do a couple different tests. This first one here, walking on some pavement. I mean, as you can see, it's a little wobbly, but again, I'm not good at using these things yet, as well as the fact that I'm walking with a limp right now because I'm injured. Anyways, as you can see, for handheld and walking, this looks pretty darn good. For the second test here, I'm just going to be walking through some muddy grass. Decently level around here, but yeah, how it is definitely not as good as pavement. As you can see, looks pretty good. And also I'm at 1080p 30 frames and at 18 millimeters, and at the 18 millimeter end of the 18 to 55 millimeter kit lens and the Nikon D5200. And this is a normal walking speed. Okay, this test here would be walking slightly downhill on gravelly terrain. Normal walking speed, and I am walking with a slight limp right now due to my injury. Keep that in mind as well. It's pretty muddy right here, and after this I'm just going to walk the same exact paths, same exact settings. I'm just trying to hand hold the camera. Honestly, looking through my viewfinder right now, I'm very happy with the results this thing is giving me. It's keeping it steady, it's absorbing some of the bounce. Yeah, it's not going to be perfect. This is a $36 stabilizer. But compared to hand holding this thing, as you will see in just a second, this is phenomenal. No settings have been changed. This is the pavement walk here. Elbows in, 2 hands on the camera, keeping it as steady as I possibly can as I'm walking. Again, I've been shooting video for a couple years now, and this is still the best I can do handheld. Here's the muddy grass. Just walking through normal speed, handheld, 2 hands on the camera again. This is really the best I can do, just hand holding the camera. As you see, it's a lot shakier. I mean, I can even tell just looking at the viewfinder right now. Can't wait to see this on the computer. Alright, and here's the final location. Just walking through the gravelly trail. Pretty muddy, it just rained last night and into this morning. Anyway, 1080p, 30 frames per second. The 18mm end of the 18 to 55mm kit lens. It comes with a Nikon D5200. Trying to hold it as steady as I can. My elbows are locked in. Two hands. Trying to walk as smooth as possible. But it's just, you know, I really think it is the best $36 investment you can make as far as anything that I have personally bought. And I'm definitely a very budgeted video maker. I don't get paid for anything I do, so everything is just a hobby and for fun. This review was not paid for or endorsed. I literally bought the device and I just thought it was unfair, the reviews that it had gotten. So hope this video here helped you decide on what you want to do. I mean, if you got the money to spend, you know, definitely get a higher quality one. But man, if you're on a budget like me, just want to make some videos for fun, this thing is phenomenal. You do have to take your camera strap off. I did try it with it on and it just doesn't work. So when you're using this thing and it's not working, probably because you're either out of balance or you got your camera strap on the thing still. Yeah, just take it off, for reals. Here we go, another thing to mention. One of the reviews mentioned camera movements, saying, oh, it only aims in one direction. Haha, great band joke. Anyways, so it only moves in one direction. That's what this thing is designed to do. It's not designed to give you the pan and tilt motion. It's designed for you to, you know, follow somebody, do a follow shot, walk through somewhere like I'm doing now, walk through the trail, keep a steady shot. You can pan left and right, but very slowly. So you got to kind of slowly turn the handle. And as you can see, I can pan to the left and I can pan to the right. And yet it keeps it fairly steady. As far as up and down, or, you know, back and forward, not really a way to do that, because it's going to want to center itself. As you can see, I'm rocking the camera, but that's really all you're going to be able to do. I don't know, you may want that effect or not in your videos, not sure. But panning left and right, yes, it's possible. It's going to pan very slowly. There's no really way to do it quickly. I mean, I guess you can, but as you can see, you're really going to lose control of it pretty quickly. As far as, I'm still walking forward, and then, you know, pan to the left a little bit. Easy. As far as aiming up and down, no, you really can't do that. But if you put your hand on the weights on the bottom there, and you can tilt it up, but you lose your stabilization. You can tilt it down, but you're going to lose your stabilization. If you're standing still, check this out, standing still, slightly put your hand on the weights, you can tilt up, but then it's going to go to as steady as you can keep the camera anyways. Hand holding it, really. Yeah, I think it looks a little bit better on this thing. It's a little bit easier, kind of gives you 2 points of contact, and you know, it does keep it a little steadier. The added weight, it helps just keep it steadier. Even just having the extra weight of this stabilizer on your camera. Anyway, I just thought I'd mention that as well. Somebody mentioned that you lose control of the camera, you can't really aim it where you want. Well, it's not designed to do that. It's not going to tilt and pan like your tripod head is going to allow you to do. I mean, it's just, this device is built just to, you know, stabilize your shot as you're hand holding it and moving. I mean, obviously a tripod is going to get you a super steady shot, but you can't carry it around and get that super steady shot. So, just something to mention. If that's what you're trying to buy this thing for, is to get every single angle and view you possibly can, no, it's not built for that. It's built to aim forward and keep your shots steadier as you move. I mean, it's not meant to pan, tilt, twist, flip, dip, and skip. Alright?